I'm going to bring Charlotte back up here. Now I get to tell my story. And some of you have seen me perform a few times this year, so you're hearing it again. I don't really care. I'm going to tell the story until I die, because it's my best story ever. First of all, are you having a good time? All right. 2 years ago, I was sitting at home minding my own business, which is not normal for me to be minding my own business. And I turned on the TV and started watching a really great documentary called Immediate Family. Seen it? All right. If you haven't seen it, I've done more promo for this film than the filmmaker, let me just tell you, because I tell everyone to see it. It is a movie about the 4 men who became known as the Section. Russ Kunkel, great drummer. David Korchmar, great guitar player. Waddy Wachtel, also kick-ass guitar player. And then this dude, Leland. I watched the movie. The movie blows my brains out of my head. I am so excited and moved and stirred and awake. And I literally could not get the movie out of my brain. My partner Joe was traveling, he came home, I'm like, we gotta watch this movie. He's like, okay. And then I watched it again. And it just turned on every single light in me. It was all the music that I grew up loving. It was honoring albums and liner notes and all the great players who for decades and decades never got credit. And I remember seeing those names in those albums that I loved, that I still listen to. That's most of what I listen to now. I'm not a very modern woman. Not in that way anyway. And I decided that I wanted to reach out in some way. Some call it stalking. I think it's just good communication, correspondence. So, it is, Lee said it is stalking. I went to Lee's Facebook page. I don't know how I was never there before. And I sent him a message, like a direct message, and I just said, I know you're never gonna read this, but I want you to know that I watched the film. It blew my mind. I love your music. You know, I'm a musician too. I just was a fangirl all the way. And I said, basically, I just wanted to say thank you. And 30 minutes later, he wrote back and he said, thank you. I read everything. And I was like, whoa, holy shit. So then, of course, I'm like, well, I gotta keep this conversation going. So, Lee, what's your favorite color? No. What do you like to do on the weekends? So I said, I wonder, would somebody like you, ever listen to a song maybe by somebody like me? And he said, yeah. He said, I'm a blue-collar guy. He said, I'm a working class musician. I never forgot that. And if you know this man for 5 minutes, sorry, I'm gonna gush now, Lee, but he is the most humble, genuine, kind-hearted, loving, supportive person. What's he doing? What's he doing? Is he making a face? Yeah, that's about right. And he's full of shit as well, and he's hilarious. But and he'll give you all the middle finger. So I said, could I send you a song? And he said, send me something. So I went into my living room, I recorded a demo, I sent it to him. And 2 days later, he wrote back and he said, I'd love to work on this with you. And I went, okay, now what do I do? So I called this guy over here, the in-fucking-credible Herman Matthews, master of the universe, drummer of my world. I always say he is my drummer. Herman and I recorded my very first CD together in 1993. It was the very first time I ever did anything like this, working in the studio, completely intimidated 1993 was a long fucking time ago. Anyway, I said, Herman, hey, I think I need to make a record, and will you do it with me? And he's like, sure, I'll do it, and here's who you need to call. He put me in touch with Tarek Akoni, who produced the record and played guitar on it. And he called this one. And he called this one. I'll tell you about this one in a minute with the hat over here, the quiet guy. And before I knew it, we're getting plans together to go into the studio. I start writing. And I decided if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to really go for it. And so I reached out to everybody who I had ever worked with in music, because I had done it for a long time. And all those things led to the good fortune of working with this fantastic label out of New York and putting this record together and everything. And this song is about that story. It's my favorite song on the record. It's the title of the record. It's called Dance Again, and it really and truly is about just going for the thing that you want and never giving up, and don't think you're too old or that it's too late. Because if I had thought that and I hadn't made that connection and reached back out to people, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be celebrating this with you. And it sounds so corny to say, but it's been a life-changing thing for me, because I've come back to the thing that I love more than anything else, which is music. So after all these years, I never fully stepped away completely, but I really jumped back. So that's my big lead into this song, and Shar sings on it with me, and she's gonna sing on it tonight. And thank you for being part of this, because this is very special for me, so thank you. Standing in the dark with my back against the wall, done this all before, I should just ignore the call. Take a deep breath, close my eyes, count to 3. The deep down hope, it just won't let me be. Do you wanna dance again? Take another chance again. Just one more move might be the one you need, but you'll have to